Hey everybody, Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. Okay, we are getting ready for the sheep auction on Saturday. Today is Thursday. Now, you notice this is the pen that I had the girls and the boys weaned in, okay? But there's a fence missing here. Well, we opened it up, my farmhand and I. Okay, we opened it up. Those connectors are still there, and we have it run over to this T-post here. Now that's just one piece of baling string holding this end of this panel, okay? That's temporary, because in theory, we can herd the sheep in. If I get sheep, we can herd them back into here and close them in, okay? This is in theory. I just put this panel up right here. And I've got one more panel I need to put here. Now I don't, right here, from here to over there. Now I don't think it's going to be long enough. I think we're just going to be a little bit short. But what we did, and I'm hoping that one of these is going to be enough. We've got this one here. I'm hoping is going to be, this one right here, I'm hoping is going to be long enough to make up the difference between the 16-foot sheep goat panel to the gate, okay? And then that leaves me one more panel to put down here. Yeah, I got a muddy mess. It won't stop raining. I can curve the panel from this post around here, so that'll kind of make an aisleway here for them. Well, this is the only area that I have a problem with. Now, I will be moving the tractor, of course. I'm hoping to get another load of gravel in here, because I have a feeling that the sheep will not want to go through here. So I really need to get at least one more load of gravel, if not two, in here. The goats, they're used to it. They go through it. So I have two panels left here. Another thing I've done is I was using this gate here as a improvised hay feeder when I had the sheep in the run-in penned up, and it worked well, okay? Well, and that was part of the creep feeder that I had set up. Well, we don't need that anymore, so my farmhand, David, he had a great idea of putting the gate here. Well, the gate is still not long enough to bridge that whole gap. So he suggested using this section here. I've stood it up sideways, and I went ahead and I hung this gate so that it's here semi-permanently. Let me see here. I don't know why it gets tight. Come on, let go. All right. There we go. And I can chain that to that section. That is the only part I'm a little bit leery about. I do have another small piece of a panel here. I might be able to just tie on to that bottom part of the gate. That'll be enough of a deterrent. It'd be nice if I had the fence welded onto, flies are biting, welded onto the bottom of the gate. But like I said, this is impromptu. This is jury rigging everything, using what I've got. Okay, so they'll close this section off, and I just keep this. I mean, I don't need it closed off unless I'm trying to work goats or sheep. Okay, at some point I may see about leveling this out a little bit better, but it'll do for now. So the big thing is to get some gravel in here. Probably not going to do that today. It's already getting hot, unless I do it later after I put you girls away, right, Dottie? Yeah? Are you being nosy? Huh? You like being up on that wall, don't you? Hi, Dottie. What do you think about your close-up, huh? Yes, you lost your bell. Yeah, most of you's lost your bells. Or parts of your bells. Yeah, those bells didn't last very well, did they? And this is Dottie's little girl. She doesn't have a name, but if she doesn't get sold, I have to give her a name. So, but she is up for sale. Right, sweetheart? You are a sweetie, though. You are a sweetie. Yes, you are. You are a sweetie. Oh, I know. You're such a good girl. Yes. But your mom is a sweetie, too. Yes, she is. Yes. Okay? Yeah. You're a good girl. I'm sorry, I'm dropping the camera. Sun's bright, so it's kind of hard to see what I'm shooting at. So, this girl, Cinnamon, if she doesn't smarten up, she's going to be for sale. Yeah. Gotten to, a couple times, she's jumped onto my back porch and gotten into some feed I have temporarily stored there. This little girl here is for sale. This is Little Mrs. Little Girl. And the other little girl there, that's Mama's little girl. She's for sale. So, it's all right, sweetheart. She's just a little bit friendlier than Little Miss. But, yeah, I know, sweetheart. And there's everybody else. We have Millie in the like a burgundy collar, Fiona in the blue. Hi, Mama. That's Mama just walked down there. She's going to get a drink. And Carly is in the pink. Belle's in the red, and Butch is in the black. So those are all the ones that I had planned on keeping. And of course, that's Angie walking to the water too. It's hot. It is hot. So, yes. Yes, Maggie, your daughter's down there. I saw her. And Millie has just as much of a mouth as Maggie does. And of course, Honey's hanging out here too. She always does hang out in the run-in in the early afternoon. And the sky looks like we could be getting some rain moving in. I'm keeping an eye on it. They did say we're under a flood watch. So, yeah, you're a naughty girl, Cinnamon. So we're keeping an eye on that. Not that we're in any danger up here. Because honestly, that water would have to raise an awful lot to get to us. Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, so we're trying to get things ready. I guess I do have this pallet here. That's a heavy pallet though. I have to see what else I got. Because I can back the truck up pretty close to the barn, but I can't turn in because I still have all this construction stuff here, which I had hoped would have been gone by now, been used, but things just haven't panned out. I mean, this still doesn't have its roof on. And of course, since I'm going to be at an auction this weekend, I don't think the guys are going to work. So maybe next weekend they can get it done. It sure would be nice. Anyway, Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. I got to go get out of the sun for a little while. Like I said, this is the heat of the day. So it'll cool down later and maybe I can get that third panel up. Maybe. We'll see. Or I might wait until later tomorrow to do that. So, because I don't want to freak these goats out too much. So, Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. Talk to y'all later.